As mentioned just a little bit earlier on, Croquet West are hosting the 76th Australian Association Croquet Championship starting today, and it'll go all the way through until the 19th of April. And joining me down the line this afternoon to chat all about it is Vice President of Croquet West, David Fard. And David, good afternoon and welcome to Sport FM.
Thank you, Matt. I'm sitting here in Mount Lawley at the Forest Park Croquet Club, enjoying some croquet.
Well, that's great to hear, and thanks so much for joining me today and taking a little bit of time away from the event. How many venues or is the tournament hosting this year? Because, it's played across a few here in WA.
So over the next 12 days, there's a series of tournaments. The first has started today here at Forest Park. It's being played at 6 different croquet clubs in the metropolitan area. So covering Gosnells, Bayswater, here at Forest Park, Cambridge near Floreat Park area, then Como and the Nedlands Croquet Clubs. So they're all hosting the various events that are being held over the next 12 days. So lots of croquet.
Yeah, which is great to see. Now, there's plenty of great WA representation here as well. Obviously being in WA probably helps that a little bit, but it is great to see plenty of West Australian representation at this event.
Yes, in this very first event actually is just 6 players, one from each state. They've won their respective state titles and play off for the gold medal between these 6 top players. So there's only one West Australian playing over the next couple of days, but that's the case for each of the states. Then come Saturday, it moves into the men's and then the women's singles finals, and we've got approximately some 60 players from around the country that are in those 2 events, which run over the next 4 days. And there's a very good representation of West Australians, not surprisingly, because the event's being held here in Western Australia. And then it culminates with a interstate series between the teams, each state represented by 8 players, 4 men, 4 women. So that gives you an idea that there's a really good representation of West Australians being on court.
We've got a fair few that come from the southwest region too. What is it about the southwest of WA that holds a lot of croquet players?
Well, I think we all know that country and regional centres are really, really super at being able to organise sport, and croquet has become a very strong participation sport in a number of southwest centres, particularly in Bunbury. There is a very outstanding facility at Morabinda at Hay Park, the big sports complex, as well as another smaller club, Bunbury Central. In Bunbury, you've got clubs at Busselton, Dunsborough, Augusta, down to Albany, through to Katanning, Narrogin, up to York, and then up to Geraldton, even one way out at Hyden. And then if you perhaps go into sort of outer areas of the metropolitan area, 2 clubs down in Mandurah and Byford and Pinjarra, and another one down near Waroona. So you can see there's a really strong representation through the southwest, particularly. And of the 10 players that will be representing Western Australia in the Air Cup, which is the interstate series, 6 of the 10 players are from the Bunbury and Busselton area.
Traditionally, I guess, you think of croquet as a bit of a recreational sport. You probably think it accommodates an older demographic. Is that still the case in 2026?
Well, it would be true to say that there is a good number of the members that are in the older demographic. The sport appeals for a whole lot of reasons to that group, because it's a sport that can be played all around the year. It's not seasonal, and people enjoy it because it gives them some good outdoor activity and physical activity, very good mental stimulation, and obviously very good social interaction. So yes, it does appeal to that group, but you would be surprised to know that some of the very top players, both internationally and certainly on the Australian scene, of the much younger cohort, some of them starting in their